Hello students, this is the 12th video on second chapter of first module. So in this video I am going to explain you about the variables and data types. So in the last video I was explaining you about the variables, what exactly is a variable and what are the rules for writing the variables and how we are going to include them in our C program. So now we will see how we are going to declare them in our C program. So variable declaration. Asking the operating system to reserve a piece of memory with that variable name is called as variable declaration. So what we are going to do means we are asking the operating system, or we are requesting the operating system to reserve a piece of memory with that variable name. So whatever name we are giving for a variable, so in that name we are going to allocate some memory. So that will be done depending on what type we are giving the variable name, in what type we are declaring that variable name as. For example, type, the declaration syntax goes like this: type followed by the variable name. Type means it may be either integer, float, double, character. So different types of data, we can store the variable name in different data types. So that data types we'll see in the next slide. One more type of declaration, or one more syntax for declaring the variable is type followed by the different variable names. If there is only one variable which we have to declare, then only one variable name we will give, and we will be ending it up with the semicolon. Or else we are going to declare if there are more than one variables which we want to declare, then we will be giving type followed by the different variable names, like variable name 1, variable name 2 till variable name n, followed by the semicolon. Always the declaration part has to end with semicolon. So example is int length. So length is the variable name which we have given, so which is of integer data type. So if there is any assignment, if we want to assign any value to a variable, then we are giving a variable assignment. Is a process of assigning a value to the variable, and here we have int length equals to 100. That is a variable length, a variable with the name length will be assigned with a value 100, which is of data type integer. So this is about the variable declaration and variable assignment. So here we have different variable names in this table, whether it is valid or not valid, and the remarks. That is, if it is not valid, why it is not valid. First underscore tag, it is a valid variable name because it is starting with the letter and also it consists of underscore. So it is a valid. Char is not valid because it is a name given to a keyword. So keywords cannot be used as a variable names. Price dollar, it is not a valid variable name because it consists of a special symbol dollar. Group 1, group space 1. So it is also not valid because group space 1 is not allowed. We are not including any spaces in our variable names. Average underscore number, this is valid variable name as it includes the underscore and the letters. Int type is also valid because it also consists of underscore type, and int is a keyword, but along with the int we have still the characters, so entire thing it is considered as valid. If it was giving if we were giving only int as a variable name, then it was not a valid variable name. Okay, this is about variables, and next moving to the data types. So what actually is a data type? What are the different types we have in data type? Everything we will see in this topic. So identify the type of a variable when it is declared. So during the declaration part of the variable itself, we will specify what type of variable it is. Then identify the type of a return value of a function. Each and every function, it has to return some value. If it is not returning any value, then we have to give it as, we have to mention it externally as void. So if it is not mentioned also, it will be considered as void. If we want to return any value from any function, then we have to specify what type of value it has to return. Then next, identify the type of a parameter expected by a function. So what parameter we are passing to a function, so that type also has to be specified. So for all these things, we have to specify what type of variable it is and what type of return value it has to return and what type of parameter has to be passed into a function. So in this diagram, we can see there are data types in C are differentiated into primary data types, derived data types, and user-defined data types. So primary data types, they are nothing but the basic or fundamental or primitive data types. So integer, float, char, and void, all this comes under this category of primary data type. Derived data types, arrays and pointers. Derived data types means they will be derived from the primary data types. And third type of data types are user defined data types, that is examples are structures, unions, and enumerators. So all these are the user defined data types, and we will be seeing how they will be used in our C program in the next coming modules. So first, moving to the primary data type. So what are the different primary data types we have? Basic data types, they are also called as primary data types or primitive data types. We have three categories in it: integers, floating points, and characters. So integers, again, it consists of signed and unsigned numbers. So in signed, we have int, short int, and long int based on the modifiers. That is, for example, always integer, it can store 4 bits of data. So if we want to cut short it into 2, then we will give it as short int. So then it will be storing 2 allocations. If you want to extend it to 8, if we want to double it, means we will be giving it as long int. Similarly, unsigned means without any sign, either it is it will not be mentioned either it is a positive or negative number. So there also we have integer, short int, and long int. Signed means we have the like positive and negative numbers, so they are also declared as int, short int, and long int. Floating point numbers, they are again of 3 different types: float, double, and long double. So similarly, we are going to extend the space which is allocated to store that particular variable. So float, regular, double, and long double means it extends based on the values. Like if we want to extend the memory locations size, then we are giving double and long double. Similarly, here character is again having 3 different data types in it: char, signed char, and unsigned char. That is, if we want to declare declare the characters, that is declare a variable as a character data type, then we have to use this as a data type: char, signed char, or unsigned char. Coming to the primary data types, first void. Void, then as the name itself suggests, it holds no value and is generally used for specifying the type of functions or what it returns. If the function has a void type, it means that the function will not return any value. So void means if we are specifying it as void, the function is not going to return any value. Next, int means used to denote an integer type. Char, it denotes the character type. Float or double means used to denote the floating point type. So we are giving int star, float star, char star, used to denote a pointer type. So next, moving to the derived data types. So the derived data types are arrays, references, and pointers. Arrays are sequences of data items having homogeneous value. They have adjacent memory locations to store values. That is, it will be having rows and columns. References, function pointers allow referencing functions with a particular signature. Next, pointers. These are powerful C features which are used to access the memory and deal with their address. Next, moving to the user-defined data types. There are 3 different types here: structures, unions, and enumerators. First is structures. It is a package of variables of different types under a single name. This is done to handle data efficiently. Struct keyword has to be used to define a structure. Union. These allow storing various data types in the same memory location. Programmers can define a union with different members, but only a single member can contain a value at a given time. It is used for. it is used for like union followed by some function name. Enumeration is a special data type that consists of the integral constants, and each of them is assigned with a specific name. Enum keyword is used to define the